What's going on, everybody? Sukaba here. Back at it in the VDL-V Season 8. We got our Week 3 match against Goomer this week. This was a very hard team to prep for. He's also 2-0, so somebody will be ending their win streak here. So we're going to do a little team builder. Just give you guys a brief idea of what I was thinking when I built this team for his squad, and then we'll get into the match. So yeah, like I said, really scary team on Goomer. This was really hard to prep for. So he's got Togekisses, Tornadus, Oranguru, Weezing, Hippo, Passimian, Cursola. He's got a fast fake out in Pikachu. Eldegoss, Shuckle, and Klinklang also can do a lot. So I have my hands full here with this prep, but I think I came up with a plan that's going to give me the best chance to win. So we'll see if it works. Here's what I'm going to do. So you can see my squad this week. We got Chandelure, Guzzlord, Whimsicott, Golisopod, Metagross, and good old reliable Menshao. So I'm thinking speed control this week. He probably is either going to try to set up a Tailwind as well to compete with mine with Tornadus, or he's going to recognize that my team is very, very fast, and he's going to try to set up a Trick Room mode with Oranguru. I'm very scared of both of these options, so I try to cover my bases. So I try to make my Whimsicott in the best position to shut down that either opposing strategy for speed control. So if Tornadus is going to be setting up Tailwind, then I can try to taunt it. I do outspeed it. If he's running Mental Herb, I can always Encore the slot afterward so that he's wasting his turns. And that slot is effectively useless until he switches out. That could be a problem if he has a taunt of his own, so I put on a Mental Herb in return. So, we'll see what happens with that. I'm wondering if he'll run the Mental Herb there, or if he'll run the, the Sash on Tornadus. To counteract this, I could also lead Mienshao along with my Whimsicott. So I gave my Mienshao, where is it? So it's got your standard fake out set. I gave it knock off in close combat, so I could also fake out the Tornadus, maybe taunt it, see if there's a Mental Herb there, and then go from there for the next turn, etc. So that's how I plan to shut down that option. Alternatively, if he brings the Trick Room mode, I can also run that same tech on Whimsicott by having Encore. If Oranguru gets off a Trick Room, I can Encore the slot and then have him reverse his own Trick Room. If he's running Mental Herb in that slot, then we'll go from there. I did bring the Guzzlord in case he brings that speed control mode of Trick Room, so that I'll be able to deal heavy damage. I've got the special set on Guzzlord this week, so Draco Meteor will OHKO Dracovish. So it also resists Dracovish pretty well, because Draco doesn't really want to be running Outrage or any dragon type move. So it'll probably be running Vicious Rend, Rock Slide, etc. So Psychic Fangs, none of that can really hit my Guzzlord. I gave my Guzzlord a Chopa Berry as well, because the only real threat I'm seeing on his team is a close combat from Passimian. So trying to make sure the Guzzlord could be okay. Golisopod has a great matchup into his team. So Oranguru gets dealt super effectively by a priority first impression. So even if he has Trick Room up, I could come in, maybe deal a lot of damage with first impression into that slot before he can get off and instruct. I've got Drill Run for good ground coverage. He's got a couple ground types. If the Weezing isn't Levitate, it could be Neutralizing Gas. It'll be weak to that ground move. He's got Pikachu, weak to ground, Klinklang, Shuckle, etc. So it's just a good coverage move into his team. I've got Aqua Jet and Liquidation for stab water moves, which is also pretty good into his team. He doesn't have many water resists outside of Dracovish. So yeah, we'll see if we can get that off. The Golisopod, I also gave it an Assault Vest just to really bulk it up, max HP and attack investment. Lastly, we've got our Metagross. So good old reliable Metagross. Not a lot of ways he can hit this super effectively. He doesn't really have like a dark type. If he brings Corsola, that could be scary with the powerful ghost type stab. I gave my Metagross Ice Punch, Stomping Tantrum. Like I said, ground's really good into his team. Ice, also pretty good. Can deal effective damage to Tornadus, neutral to Dracovish. Super effective against Hippowdon as well. So I'm really trying to cover all my bases with that. Hopefully I can win the speed game. Lastly, I guess I forgot about Chandelure. So I gave Chandelure a spec set this week, so I could always trick the Oranguru as well as an alternate way to stop the Trick Room, give him my specs. I have standard stuff here. You know, overheat is going to do a lot of damage with choice specs. This Pokemon's got a really high special attack, so depending on what he brings game 1, you know, maybe I bring the specs game 2 and try to wreak havoc. So that's the team. This is going to be a tough match. I'm going to try to play well, make some good reads, and I'll see you guys in the game. All right, everybody. We're back in the match here. So, interesting team he brought here. So, it's looking like he wants to go into that Trick Room mode. So, he's got Shuckle. So, physical defense demon right there. He's got the Sand mode. So, he could go fast with the Dracovish with the Sand Rush. He's got Wheezing, which might be neutralizing gas to prevent Prankster. Cursola is a pretty good Trick Room sweeper here. So, I'm not seeing Tornadus as an option for him, which kind of eliminates that Tailwind threat. So, how do I want to lead game 1? Let's take a think about this. So, I don't really know what to expect. It could be the Hippo, you know, with the Draco and then Hippo on the back. Try to get Sand Rush up. Could be that Trick Room mode. I definitely need to cover for Trick Room going up. So, I think I'm going to lead Whimsicott and Mienshao anyway. That way, I could fake out Oranguru's partner. He doesn't have any fake out with him, so I can taunt. And then if he's Mental Herb, Encore the next turn. So I think that's going to be what we do here. I'm going to bring Golisopod. I think pretty good into his squad. Good into the Oranguru. And then I'm going to bring Guzzlord just because I'm scared of Cursola. I don't want him to sweep my team. So play around Trick Room if he gets it up. Kind of cover all my options there. Could always set up a Tailwind too. And Guzzlord and Golisopod will outspeed some of his slower mons. So, good luck, have fun, Goomer. You got a really good team. I'm nervous. Let's see. Alright, so he does bring the fast mode. So this is a pretty good lead for me then. So I'm definitely going to want to set up Tailwind here. I don't need to do it turn 1 though. I don't think Dracovish really threatens to OHKO my Whimsicott here. I could go for a Moonblast, get some damage down right away. And what does Hippo want to do here? I'm trying to wonder who I should fake out. I wonder if I taunt the Hippo just to be safe, make sure he doesn't yawn or anything crazy like that. It seems like a pretty free turn to just fake out Dracovish and see what he does and go from there. Okay, so Weezing comes in, so Prankster's disabled. Hippo protects. Okay, so not really much going on this turn. I'm going to want to save my Whimsicott. It's a pretty good matchup into the Dracovish, so I want to keep that. Alright, so Weezing, Poison Fairy type. I didn't bring Metagross. So, you know, I honestly missed it when he switched in. Was Neutralizing Gas even activated? Shit. I should have been paying attention. I actually don't think it was. Either way, a Sludge Bomb's probably coming into this slot. So, switch in Golisopod for Whimsicott, protect them, and then knock off the Hippo. Citrus, okay. Poison's not great, but also not the end of the world. Yeah, so he doubled that slot just to get the Sash, I guess, in case. But the Sandstorm would have got it too. I guess he didn't want me to get an attack off. I would have gone first anyway. So Golisopod's going to be switching out here. sucks that I got the poison. But I'm free now to switch back in. So the problem is that the Weezing probably has fairy coverage, so I think I need to go back into Whimsicott. I can't really risk putting in Guzzlord. My Manshao just doesn't do enough to these mons. I'm just gonna try to set up Tailwind. I mean, I'm definitely faster than Weezing, so I'll get a Tailwind off. If I die, so be it at this point. And then I'm just gonna close combat Hippo. He's probably gonna Sludge Bomb the Whim again, because I really can't switch in my Galaxipod again. He doesn't know what I have in the back. So I think this is a pretty good play. Just get my speed control up. I'm surely it's neutralizing gas, right? I can't believe I wasn't paying attention when we switched it in. I mean, if it was Misty Terrain, I would know. And if it was Levitate, it also says that. So. Okay, so I get a free switch in here. It's fine. The real problem I'm going to encounter is that I don't have a great way to deal with this Weezing. So I do have Tailwind up. So I think I need to get rid of this Weezing, otherwise I'm going to lose the game. I'm going to bring back in Galaxipod. He may expect me to put in an Aqua Jet or a Liquidation in the Hippo slot, so maybe he'll switch back to Dracovish. I can get some free damage onto this Weezing. Yeah, I'm going to Drill Run and knock off the Weezing. I know knockoff's not going to do much, but neither is Close Combat. And at least we'll get the item off. I'm wondering if this KOs. I don't think Weezing is too tanky. So we'll find out. Yeah, withdraws the Hippo, good. Probably Dracovish coming back in. I do have Tailwind up, but Whimsicott is gone now, so that could be bad. And knockoff's not doing much. Please KO. Oh, it is Levitate. See, that's what I get for not paying attention. Now I'm gonna lose. Okay. I wonder, does neutralizing gas show up in that menu with the what was it? The menu where it shows you like Tailwind status, stuff like that. Okay, so the problem here is Galaxipod. It's not his first turn out. Alright, I'm just gonna... This is GG. I'm gonna lose. I just can't deal with all this. The Dracovish isn't really a threat to my Guzzlord right now. I'm just gonna ignore him. Try to get Weezing again. Hit him with a Heat Wave, I guess. Probably gonna do more damage. I don't want to take the special defense or special attack drop. Yeah, this is fine. Double protect. He wants to see what I've got going on. Smart. Stalls out my Tailwind as well. Sand also ends, but he could just switch back in Hippo. Alright, so what do I got? I have one more turn of Tailwind. The Tailwind's honestly not doing much for me right now. I'm gonna Aqua Jet this slot, and then Draco. I think he's gonna switch back in Hippo, so that's gonna make Draco outspeed Galaxipod. This is my only chance. But he does have Strange Steam on his Weezing, so I lose anyway once he can get a hit on Guzzlord. I should have brought Metagross. I really have no other way to deal with Weezing. Yeah, Hippo comes in. Expected. It's gonna eat an Aqua Jet, it's not gonna like it, but it won't KO. And then Dracovish is going to KO my Galaxipod, I assume. Maybe he'll target my Guzzlord if I get lucky. Couldn't take that risk though. Oh, he's special with Draco. Interesting. Okay. Well, at least he reveals that tech. And little does he know, I'm also special. 2 mons that are typically run big. That's honestly, I mean, that's great team building by Goomer. I mean, he recognized that I've got a dragon that he really can't touch, so why not run the Draco special? Just use the Sand Rush ability instead. So that's pretty smart. But Guzzler's gonna go down, and the Weezing's gonna come back in, and it's GG. So. The poison was rough for me this game. If I didn't get poisoned, Gallipod would have got off an attack, which, you know, could have been really nice for me. I had the Tailwind up at that point, so I would have outsped. I could have got a nice liquidation on the Weezing, dealt with it before it could do me in. But really well played by Goomer in game 1. So we're going to have to adjust. Okay, so we're definitely bringing Metagross this game. I don't have a Trick Room on, so I really have to just bring Whimsicott and try to brute force the speed game. I'm not sure Glycopod's doing what I want it to do into this matchup. Like, it's good against the Hippo and the Draco. Yeah, but Chandelure is also not doing much here. Now that I know Draco is special, Guzzlord's also in trouble. He didn't even bring Passimian, so this Chople Berry is pretty useless. Alright, I'm gonna lead Chandelure and Menshao. I'm gonna I'll fake out the Trick Room mode. Maybe trick on my specs onto Hippo or something. Whimsicott in the back, and then Metagross. Make him think I'm trying to set up his Trick Room. He might bring Oranguru, which is also fine. Maybe he tries his Trick Room mode this game. I'm surprised he brought Shuckle. Yep, so he did switch it up. But luckily, so did I. So what I can do is I'm going to trick my specs onto Oranguru, and I'm going to... Now, there's a question here is, does Fake Out help me here on the Shuckle? So it has, like, insane defense and special defense. What item does Shuckle usually run? I'm not really sure. Probably like a mental herb or something. I'm gonna close combat, just get a bunch of damage off. Okay, so Protect is smart there. So he's gonna know I'm tricking something on it. He might think it's a Scarf. Wow, that does nothing. Oh my god. Yeesh. Okay. Stealth Rock, huh? Okay. Interesting. Leftovers. Okay, I'm gonna Heat Wave. Oh, I can only use Trick now. Okay. So I don't want to do that again. I'm gonna switch it out. I'll bring in my Metagross and knock off the Shuckle. He's gonna switch out Oranguru. I don't think he wants to be tricked something. Or if he sets up Trick Room, you know, we'll deal with it. This is an interesting situation. If I had Whimsicott out, I could Encore him on Stealth Rock. So that could be useful tech later if he has like Recover. Or whatever tech you run on Shuckle. Yep, Oranguru comes out. Cursola. So I'm gonna knock off the leftovers on Shuckle here. I'm really interested to see what he uses. I do have a defense drop, which I have to keep in mind. Okay, so Metagross gets trapped, which is not great because Cursola can do a lot to me. Alright, so he's not going to be regenerating. Does Shuckle get Recover? Or any kind of recovery? He's going for a really cheeky mode here with me. Shuckle, let's see. No, it doesn't get, it gets rest, but he's leftovers, so he's not going to be running that. Okay, so I can break through this wall. I'm not really too concerned about it right now, to be honest. I'm going to double into Cursola and pray that he doesn't protect. Yep, what do you know? Great player. He's going to protect. Let's see, he's probably going to infest my Mienshao as well, if I had to guess. Just really go for this mode where I am locked in. I'm okay with being locked into these two, though. Okay. I'm still going to double this slot. I really don't know what he could switch in there that's going to eat a Meteor Mash and a knockoff. Yeah, everything on his team. I mean, I guess the... Yeah, no, he can't. He doesn't have a switch in for that at all. So that's a... Mash it. Knockoff. If I close combat Shuckle again and hit it with Metagross, I'll be in pretty good shape. So Oranguru comes back in. He's staying in with Cursola. So that's going to Oko. This Focus Sash just keeps it alive. And then the Zen Headbutt is going to... Oh. Oh, that's not good. Now he's going to Oko my Metagross. Okay. Forgot about that ability. I don't think my plan changes there. It's not the end of the world. I could bring in Shandy. And just Heat Wave. I'm not too mad about the Stealth Rock damage. Heat Wave for sure. And then hit Oranguru with a knockoff. Oranguru is running Protect, so if he wants to Protect, that's fine. He's going to either have to switch out Cursola or take the knockout. And then bring back in Shuckle or whoever his fourth is. So I'm not too upset about this either. He gets the... Oh, okay, so that's fine. Protects. So the thing I do have to worry about is Cursola is +2 speed, so he probably protects because he thinks I'm Scarf. I get the burn, which is pretty lucky. And he Psychics my Mienshao. Okos. Okay. Not liking my odds of being able to break through Shuckle at this point. But he doesn't have recovery, and he's going to take neutral damage from the Heat Wave, so actually I think I'll be fine. I can Tailwind now to make sure I outspeed this Cursola and just throw out another really powerful Heat Wave. Hopefully he doesn't have Dracovish. But even if he does, I have Moonblast to deal with it as well. So I think I'm in an okay spot here. I'm very interested to see who his fourth is with this strategy. I respect the hell out of you, Boomer, for going for Shuckle, Infest, and Stealth Rock and doubles. That's the kind of stuff you see from creative Draft League players, though. You can run some really cool sets. So yeah, I'm gonna tell him. The burn was really lucky. Got the KO on the Oranguru, which is really nice. So what does he do here? Probably gonna attack Shandy. Oh no, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, so let's hope that Shandy can pull it off here. Used my MVP last week against Niels. Let's see. So, this should OHKO Weezing, given what I just saw. He probably protects to get the Black Sludge recovery, which means Shuckle's taking the whole Heat Wave, which will do a lot of damage. Yep, protect, get some heal, so he lives another turn. Smart. Shuckle also protects. I mean, I just Heat Wave every turn here. Hope I don't get a miss and pray at this point. I'm wondering what kind of attack he has on Shuckle, if any. If it's a rock attack, I'm probably screwed. If it's like Rock Slide. I'm wondering how much damage he's going to do Shuckle. I didn't do any calcs at all with Shuckle, so we'll find out in real time. Oh, the double miss. It's not good. That's not doing anything. But he gets to confuse. Rock Tomb. The Shuckle does not have a lot of attack though, but the speed drop is very bad for me. So I'm still going to outspeed because of Tailwind. However, he's going to protect again. I'll only get one more turn. I think I lose here because of that double miss. Yeah, so if I get the double hit there, I think I win comfortably because he's going to double protect here. And then I would have just been able to Heat Wave again. They both would have been in range for the KO. But yeah, this sucks now. Unless I get like double crit, even then I don't think I have enough. And I'm confused to top it all off. If I hit even one of them, I'd feel a little more comfortable about this position. But now Weezing's going to take another 2 for sure. I'm sure that Shuckle is also going to take 2 hits. But yeah, that's going to be GG's. Well played to Boomer. Interesting strat, second game. I like the way he switched it up. I was not ready for that. But yeah, this was a fun one. I'm still moving first actually after Tailwind. These two are pretty slow. So yeah, we get the double miss, the confusion. It's not good. Not good RNG. I could have won that game. 2 Heat Waves easily. But it's okay. Outplayed. GG's Boomer. So that's week 3 of my VDL-V season. We're on 2-1 now. Tough matchup, so we're gonna look to bounce back next week. Get a W on the board. Go to 3-1. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time. All right. See ya.